The Summer Olympic Games, also known as the Games of the Olympiad, are a major international multi-sport event normally held once every 4 years. The Games were first held in 1896 in Athens, Greece, and were most recently held in 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The International Olympic Committee organizes the Games and oversees the host city's preparations. In each Olympic event, gold medals are awarded for first place, silver medals are awarded for second place, and bronze medals are awarded for third place. This tradition began in 1904. The Winter Olympic Games were created out of the success of the Summer Olympics. The Olympics have increased in scope from a 42 competition event program with fewer than 250 male competitors from 14 nations in 1896 to 306 events with 11,238 competitors, twice each in Greece and Australia, Netherlands, Japan, Soviet Union, China, and Brazil. The IOC has selected Tokyo, Japan for a second time to host the 2020 Summer Olympics. The 2024 Summer Olympics will be held in Paris, France for a third time, exactly 100 years after the city's last Summer Olympics in 1924. The IOC has also selected Los Angeles, California to host its third Summer Games in 2028. Only 5 countries have participated in every Summer Olympic Games: Australia, France, Great Britain, Greece, and Switzerland. The United States leads the all-time medal table for the Summer Olympics. The United States has hosted the Summer Olympic Games 4 times. The first time 1904 Games was held in St. Louis, Missouri. The 1932 and 1984 Games were both held in Los Angeles, California, and the 1996 Games were held in Atlanta, Georgia. The 2028 Games in Los Angeles will mark the 5th occasion on which the Summer Games have been hosted by the US. In 2012, the United Kingdom hosted its third Summer Olympic Games in the capital city, London, which became the first city ever to have hosted the Summer Olympic Games 3 times. The cities of Los Angeles, Paris, and Athens have each hosted 2 Summer Olympic Games. In 2024, France will host its third Summer Olympic Games in its capital, making Paris the second city ever to have hosted 3 Summer Olympics. In 2028, Los Angeles will become the third city ever to have hosted the Games 3 times. Australia, France, Germany and Greece have all hosted the Summer Olympic Games twice. The IOC has selected Tokyo, Japan, to host the 2020 Summer Olympics, when it will become the first city outside the Western world to have hosted the Summer Olympics more than once, having already hosted the Games in 1964. The other countries that have hosted the Summer Olympics are Belgium, Brazil, China, Canada, Finland, Italy, Mexico, Netherlands, South Korea, Spain, Soviet Union, and Sweden. Each of these countries has hosted the Summer Games on just one occasion. Asia has hosted the Summer Olympics 3 times. In Tokyo, Japan, Asia will host the Games for the 4th time. Tokyo was for the second time slated to be the host city of the 2020 Summer Olympics. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Summer Olympics have been postponed to 12 months from the original scheduled date. Historically, the Summer Olympics has been held predominantly in English-speaking countries and European nations. Tokyo will be the first city outside these regions to have hosted the Summer Olympics twice. It will also be the largest city ever to have hosted the Games, having grown considerably since 1964. The 2016 Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, were the first Summer Olympics to be held in South America and the first that was held completely during the local winter season. The only 2 countries in the Southern Hemisphere to have hosted the Summer Olympics have been Australia and Brazil. Africa has yet to host a Summer Olympics. Stockholm, Sweden, has hosted events at 2 Summer Olympics, having been sole host of the 1912 Games, and hosting the equestrian events at the 1956 Summer Olympics. Amsterdam, Netherlands, has also hosted events at 2 Summer Olympic Games, having been sole host of the 1928 Games and previously hosting 2 of the sailing races at the 1920 Summer Olympics. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, Hong Kong provided the venues for the equestrian events, which took place in Sha Tin and Kwu Tung. The International Olympic Committee was founded in 1894 when Pierre de Coubertin, a French pedagogue and historian, sought to promote international understanding through sporting competition. The first edition of the Olympic Games were held in Athens in 1896 and attracted just 245 competitors, of whom more than 200 were Greek, and only 14 countries were represented. Nevertheless, no international events of this magnitude had been organized before. Female athletes were not allowed to compete, though one woman, Stamat Revithi, ran the marathon course on her own, saying, "If the committee doesn't let me compete, I will go after them regardless." The 1896 Summer Olympics, officially known as